Okay, this is my third video of vectors. Already I published 2 vector videos, revision type questions. So those are newcomers for my channel, please subscribe. Then you can also press the bell sign. Then you will receive a lot of my active combined maths revision videos. So in the previous 2 videos I explained 7 questions. We'll see today from there. Next, question number 8, problem number 8 on vectors. Copy this, write down this problem. Vector A, comma vector B and vector C. A, comma B and C are 3 unit vectors. Such as vector C equal vector A plus lambda vector B, such as vector C equal vector A plus lambda vector B, where lambda is a constant, and not equal to 0, Full stop. If the angle between the vectors A and B, is pi by 4, is 45 degrees or pi by 4, find the value of lambda. So we have other parts also, so stop and we work this question first, this part first, and I'll read the other part. So work this, try. So A, B, C are 3 vectors, and they relate in the form of, in terms of C equal A and B form. That means vector C equal to vector A plus B form. Also they said A, B, C are unit vectors. That's very important here. But is unit vector, its magnitude is 1, its modulus is 1. Therefore here mod of vector A equal to mod of vector B equal to mod of vector C all becomes 1. So you can take this property, this detail property of this question to the future parts of this problem. So now they ask, find if the angle between the vectors A and B is pi by 4. They given angle between the vector A and B is pi by 4, then find the value of lambda. So the angle questions come using the product of vectors. Usually we have the dot product and cross product. This is, you can follow the dot product or the scalar product. So I mark by diagram here vector A, vector B. The angle between this is pi by 4, then find the value of lambda. So how to get this answer? So when this pi by 4 angle becomes, if you product the A and B, A dot B product only, A into B, what the answer? A into B, mod A mod B cos theta, or here cos pi by 4. But on that case, there's no lambda involving. Lambda in terms of the C becomes A plus lambda B. So therefore, how to create this question to get the answer? C equal vector A plus lambda vector B. C equal vector A plus lambda vector B. So now you you product it. Both sides square it, or like that, C dot C, the other side also A plus lambda B. Therefore C dot C equal vector A plus lambda B into vector A plus lambda B. And then only we have the answer for the lambda, because the lambda expression is available here. So you know, if you stop it, if you have a problem, pause this video, stop the video, see my previous two videos. I explain properly from the basic to all type of involving the dot product questions. So what do you mean C dot C? Mod C into cos naught. I show it first time here for this video. Mod C into mod C cos naught. Those two vectors are same vector, collinear along a straight line, or the angle becomes 0 therefore, right? Equal, here multiple is multiple two vector group bracket multiple A dot A plus A dot lambda B, A dot lambda B, and plus what lambda B dot A at last, plus lambda square B dot B, right? Lambda square B dot B. Now write further your knowledge of vector product. What is mod C into mod C? That is mod C square. Mod C square. Mod C square. Cos naught is 1, right? So if you're very clear, straight you can show this answer. Straight you can jump to this step, right? C dot C is mod C square. Similar A dot A is mod A square. Here A dot A, therefore mod A square plus A dot lambda B, again the same here, A dot lambda B 2 times, right? 2 times vector A dot, I get a lambda out, 2 lambda A dot B plus lambda square, finally B dot B, vector B multiple with the same vector, that is mod B square. So here another thing, all these values are same, mod A, mod B, mod C, because this question they said these are unit vectors, so they are all equal to 1. The values are 1. So if I substitute here 1, here 1, 1 square 1. So 2 lambda. Now we use A dot B knowledge. What is A dot B? The angle is pi by 4. Therefore mod A, mod B cos pi by 4. Mod A, mod B cos pi by 4, cos pi by 4 plus lambda square into 1. Mod B is 1, therefore 1. We can simplify. You see here 1 1 cancel. So I say 0 equal 2 lambda mod A 1, mod B 1, cos pi by 4, trigonometry 1 over root 2, 1 over root 2 plus lambda square, so therefore to cut by 1, lambda not 0, lambda not equal to 0 is a constant. You can divide by lambda and find the answer. Lambda becomes, what that, here see root 2 cut here, root 2 cut 1 root 2, therefore minus, is it, if I show here 0 equal, cut this here, root 2 plus lambda, I divide by lambda also, therefore lambda value minus root 2. First part, find the lambda value, that is minus root 2 by giving this d theta and the dot product. You can calculate the lambda value, that is minus root 2. Right, next part on same question, the other part. For this value of lambda, show that vector C, vector A and vector C, show that vector A and vector C are perpendicular to each other. are perpendicular to each other. For this value of lambda, show that vector A and vector C are perpendicular to each other. We end the part also, first we complete and come to the other part. So now we will show the vector A and C. Vector A and C are right angle to each other, perpendicular to each other. So what do you mean if the A and C are right angle or perpendicular to each other? What is A dot C? 0. A dot C is 0. The product of that two is 0, right? Therefore, we take the dot product of A and C. Again, we do same, the given identity, the relation between the A, B, C. Take this. And you can take the second part like this. This is the second part of that question. So here we need the A and C product. Therefore, both sides you multiple by dot by product by A. So A dot C equal here A dot A plus lambda. So lambda is root 2. We found the answer. Lambda is minus root 2. So write lambda for minus root 2 P. So if I show this expression completely the other side, right hand side, answer is 0, then very clear that both vectors are orthogonal or perpendicular to each other. So A dot C multiple A dot A minus root 2 into A dot B. A dot B. So what is that? Vector A dot vector C. What is A dot A? That is mod A square, right? Mod A square. Root 2. Again you have this A dot B, already we mentioned the previous part. Or you write, show once again what is A dot B. Two vectors are between pi by 4. Let's say two vectors pi by 4. Vector A and vector B, pi by 4 angle between them. Therefore, what is A dot B? Mod A, mod B, cos pi by 4. Cos pi by 4. Yeah, for A dot C, what is mod? Here they said the A, B, C are unit vectors. That means their magnitude size is 1. So here 1, root 2. Mod A is 1, mod B is 1, cos pi by 4, 1 over root 2. Therefore, root 2 cancel, check that, answer is 0. So vector A dot vector C is 0. Vector A dot vector C is 0. Therefore, what? Therefore, vector A right angle to vector C. Vector A perpendicular to the vector C, because the product of dot product of that both is 0. This is the second part of that question. After find the lambda value, we'll complete it. Right, third question, third part. In this problem 8, part 3. Also find the angle between vector B and vector C. Also find the angle between vector B and vector C. Also find the angle between vector B and vector C. It's complete continuous question in terms of the scalar product. So now we find the angle between B and C. I say the angle between B and C is theta. We see the angle between the B and C is theta. We'll find the theta value. Yeah, you need the B dot C. You need the B dot C. then you have answer for calculate of that angle theta. So everything given identity, the C in terms of A, B and lambda. So using that product by B. So for here, vector B dot vector C, vector B dot vector C equal, both sides therefore product by B, B into A plus lambda vector B. So multiple is B dot A, that is you can say A dot B here, plus lambda B dot B, lambda B dot B. So here the answer earlier parts you can apply for that A dot B, or write once again, you know, both A and B inclined in pi by 4 angle, therefore mod A mod B cos pi by 4 plus here lambda is a constant, B dot B, that also mod B square. You know this question here, A and B are unit vectors, therefore here 1 1 cos pi by 4 1 over root 2. So here 1 over root 2. Okay, answer 1 over root 2. Lambda is minus root 2. Mod B is 1, square is 1, right? So what the answer is? Simplify 1 minus 2 over root 2. That is minus 1 over root 2. B dot C is minus 1 over root 2. In the dot product, the angle is at the boundaries or range of the angle from 0 to pi. From 0 to pi is the angle of this dot product question, the range of the word theta. Therefore, what is cos theta is minus 1 over root 2. Cos 1 over root 2 is pi by 4. Minus is second quadrant, that side pi by 4. Otherwise, from this side, 135 degrees, right? Therefore, theta equal 3 pi by 4. 3 pi by 4, is it? Otherwise, 135 degrees, right? Here's my question number 8. If there's any problem, post it and see your work and connect it with me. That answer, see the accuracy of this my explanation and how to use this in any future problems. Next question number 9. Or this third video, problem number 9 on vectors. Write this question. The position vectors of 2 points A and B. 2 points A and B. The position vectors of 2 points A and B relative to origin, relative to a fixed point O, relative to a fixed point O are A vector I plus B vector J, A vector I plus B vector J and minus BI plus A vector J plus A vector J respectively, where A comma B are real numbers, where A comma B are real numbers such as 0 less than A less than B. This B is the bigger, therefore 0 less than A less than B. Show that let the angle AOB is pi by 2. Show that let the angle AOB is pi by 2. You can mark as the first part of this question. Further I have probably read it later. First we complete and come to the other part. So try this, pause the video and try on the idea of the dot product once again, scalar product. Reference to a point O. If I take here A, here B, vectors, position vectors are provided. This is A vector I plus B vector J, and they are minus B vector I plus A vector J, position vectors of A and B respect to origin O. Now the question shows that the angle between the A and B is pi by 2, AOB angle, this angle pi by 2. So what the idea, frequently we using this principle, the method, many questions they ask pi by 2. You know, 2 product of scalar product becomes 0, the answer angle is pi by 2. Therefore here you product these 2 vectors, OA and OB product. OA vector dot OB vector, and show the answer is pi by 2. It becomes 0. If it becomes 0, answer is pi by 2. So what is OA? A vector I plus B vector J into OB vector. OB is minus B vector I plus A vector J. So you know the product I dot I is 1, because I, what is I means, along the x-axis unit vector is I. So I again multiple with I, the angle is naught, cos naught is 1. Therefore I dot I is 1, J dot J is 1, I dot J is 0, cos 90 is 0, because I and J are orthogonal perpendicular to vectors. So multiple here, this 2, I dot I is 1, so minus AB into 1, minus AB into 1, it means minus AB. Here J dot J is 1, plus AB, other product are 0, right? I into J 0, J into I 0, so what the answer is? OA dot OB is 0. So 2 vector product, scalar product becomes 0, but you can with the result. Therefore 2 these vectors are each other right angle. Therefore OA vector perpendicular to vector OB. Otherwise the answer is angle 90 degrees, OAB angle, right angle. That's the first part here. Right, second part of this question. Let C, let capital letter C be a midpoint of AB. Let C be a midpoint of AB given that magnitude of OC, magnitude of vector OC, magnitude of vector OC is 2, and makes an angle, and makes an angle, and makes an angle 2 pi by 3, makes an angle 2 pi by 3 with unit vector I, with unit vector I. Find the value of A and B. Find the value of A and B. Find the value of A and B. So that's the other second part. So they marked already A, B values are how? More than 0 A, more than that A is B, B is the greater. So this part, now they connect a new vector called C. If I show by diagram like this, here O, mention this A, here B, here the AB line. Now they said the C is a point on AB, how that point, midpoint, right? C is the midpoint, C is the midpoint on AB. We proved already this is 90 degrees, this is 90 degrees. And they say further the value of OC, size or magnitude of OC is 2 units. Therefore this is like a 2 centimeter magnitude or 2 meters or 2 units the size. Therefore you know that vector OC mod is 2. Vector OC modulus is 2 unit, right? And further they said, and this OC vector makes 2 pi by 3 angle with the I vector. What is I? Like x-axis. Unit vector I mean x-axis. So if I show this, it's a nice problem, super question to get some ideas, good knowledge in the vector product in vectors. So if I mark this is O, this is C, here I, this is the 2 pi by 3 angle. That means 120 degrees, 120 degrees or 2 pi by 3 angle. Therefore the question is, find this A value and find the B value. Therefore you need 2 equations, 2 unknowns. A is unknown, B is unknown. So you need 2 equations to solve. So try to build up 2 equations in terms of A and B. Hence you can solve and find the B ideas, values. So here, you know the C size, the vector C is given, OC is 2 units. Now first we find the OC and what the vector OC. Here vector OA is given, vector OB is given. Now we find the vector OC is what? So take the triangle addition or midpoint. This is midpoint. So if you know ratio theorem in vectors, so this vector OC becomes half of the A plus B. Vector OC becomes half of the vector A and B. Refer the ratio theorem. And I hope you work many questions under that. This is my revision videos. So I hope you complete some entire knowledge in vectors. So therefore, here vector OC is half into vector OA plus vector OB. Okay, otherwise if you confuse, stop the video, use the triangle addition. Take this triangle, OC equal to what? OB plus BC, find it. And take this triangle, OC equal to what? OA plus AC. And by that manner also you can calculate that method to find the OC answer. So lambda mu, there's a lambda mu theorem in vectors. Lambda into vector A plus mu into vector B over lambda plus mu. But here lambda mu both are equal because mid value, so 1:1 ratio. That's why below 2, right? Therefore half into what is OA, A vector I plus B vector J plus OB, here OB minus B vector I plus A vector J. This is OC. Better simplify further this. So that is half into, complete write the I component, AI minus BI, what is that? A minus B into I, A minus B into vector I, here BJ plus AJ, that is what? A plus B into J. Okay, therefore this is the vector OC. It's a nice question, super problem to your way to find the answer, to practice for more advantage for future problems. So now we come to the dot product once again. They said the angle, you know now vector OC in terms of A and B. Now the question is find the values of A and B. Then you need two equations. So therefore, next part after showing this idea, this pattern, you go to the product of OC vector into I vector. OC dot I vector. What is that scalar product idea? That is mod of OC and mod of I, right? And the angle cos 2 pi by 3. So here the idea is find the AB value. Therefore, that side not enough. This side also you will substitute OC in terms of A and B, and there's I also. So write the OC answer here. Half into A minus B into I plus A plus B into J. But that's into I. What is OZ size? The magnitude that they given. That is 2. Okay, see the question, see the problem. OC size, the magnitude of the OC is, vector OC is 2 units. Therefore, OC is 2. But the unit vector modulus 1. What is cos 120 degrees second quarter minus half? Minus half. So now simplify. You can multiply this. I dot I1, you know I dot I is 1. I dot J 0. So I dot I is 1, therefore A minus B. And there's half. Here C2, okay. Say minus or so 2 cancel, minus 1. Therefore, A minus B equal minus 2. Our first equation, the big essay problem, right? A minus B equal to minus 2, first equation. The problem calculate the constant values A and B. But it's not enough because 2 unknowns, you need 2 equations. So think another equation where how to connect another AB form, AB in terms of AB, another equation. How that? Think about the idea to connect another equation. Here I is along the x-axis, unit vector, OC makes an obtuse angle. What about now if I think here a perpendicular, what is vector? What is vector? Here I, here 90 degrees, therefore is y-axis, therefore J. That is J, see that is J. So completely 120, here 90, therefore this is 30. See, and a good idea to collect another equation. Now take J and C, product it. C dot J. This is we use OC dot I. Here we take OC dot J. Get another equation. Then 2 equations solvable. Can calculate the B values. So the other part, OC dot J equal. So what is OC dot J dot product? Vector OC modulus, vector J modulus, cos angle. You have to calculate properly. You can sketch a new diagram there. After work this adjoining show new sketch on the previous diagram. It's become 30 degrees because it's already 120, right? Therefore cos 30 degrees. So what is OC? Half A minus B into I plus A plus B into J dot J What is OC? Modulus magnitude 2. I erase this. Vector J modulus, unit vector, therefore 1. Cos 30 root 3 by 2. So multiple j dot I0, j dot I0, j dot j is 1. Therefore in this case a plus b, or half into the other side, 2 cancel root 3. Therefore multiple a plus b equal 2 times root 3, is it? Your second equation. See, best, nice question. A and b equal to 2 times root 3, your second equation. So now solve this pair of simultaneous equation and you connect the answer of unknown a and b. So your two equation. If you add the both, b cancel. Add the two equation. Add the two equation. 1 plus 2 plus b minus b 0. A 2a equal 2 root 3 minus 2. So divide by 2. The answer a equal root 3 minus 1. A answer root 3 minus 1. Find the b answer. If you add the both. If you add the both, b cancel. Subtract, no subtract. If I subtract second equation from 1. So a cancel 2b. 2b equal 2 root 3 plus 2. Divide by 2, b equal root 3 plus 1. These are the two values. Also they said b is the bigger than a. Check that. B is the larger than a. Both are positive, more than 0. Yes, b is the larger than a. This is the important question. So pause this video and check is any confused, any problem you face. Stop the video and check and come back to my video. Okay, then we'll see next another essay type question. It's also like an essay problem. Right, my question number 10, problem number 10, write this. A, B, C, D, capital letters, A, B, C, D is a trapezium. A, B, C, D is a trapezium. A, B, C, D is a trapezium such as vector DC equal 2 times vector AB. Vector DC equal 2 times vector AB. Full stop. Further, AB, vector AB equal A. Vector AB equal vector A, and vector AD equal vector B, full stop. A point E, capital letter E, a point E lie on BC, a point E lie on BC such that BE vector equal 1/4 vector BC. BE vector equal 1/4 vector BC. Straight lines AE, straight lines AE and BD are cuts at F, cuts at F. First part, show that AE vector equal phi over vector A plus 1/4 vector B. Phi over 4 vector A plus 1/4 vector B. Second part, find the ratio BF is to FD. So this type of familiar problem, if you see past papers, all this type of ratio problem, the vector geometrical illustrations here, showing will follow the vector geometry type, adding triangle additions and all some ratio knowledge there. Okay, you see. So stop the video and draw a diagram, mark the details clearly. So here ABCD is the trapezium. This is the bigger length than AB, right? Mark like this ABCD, right? ABCD is a trapezium. There, you know, opposite sides are parallel trapezium. So here AB, they said vector A, and AD is vector B. The given two vectors here, and further given there, E is a point on BC. The BC, there's a point E. How it's BE is 1/4 of the larger one, BC. So somewhere here, if I mark E somewhere here, they said BE is 1/4 of the BC. BE vector E is 1/4 of the vector BC. Therefore, this like comes somewhere here. And also, there's two straight lines, AE and BD. AE and BD cuts at F. AE and BD are cuts at F. That's all. So now first to complete the first part is show that vector AE so this is vector A, therefore this is vector 2A. If two vectors are parallel, same direction, then we can write the other vector is how many times of the other vector. That's the given here. So vector A is DC is double of twice of the AB, that is becomes 2A, right? Okay, now the first part, AE, find the AE answer. How that AE, any method of calculating the AE answer? So if you know BC vector, you take this triangle, find the BC vector. Before that, find the BD. You take an idea. Before working, see the diagram, take triangles, which is most suitable triangle. How to use the triangle additions. So take this triangle ABD first. Take the triangle ABD and find the BD. Therefore, you know the BD. Next, go to this triangle BCD. You know BD. You know DC, then you know BC. Therefore, by this given fraction form, you can find the first part AE, you know BE, then you can find the AE by triangle addition. So I think first part completely using of the triangle additions part form. So first we find the BD. So first part answer, in triangle ABT. In triangle ABT, In triangle ABD, what is BD? BD vector. This BD vector is, what is BD vector? I can say BA plus AD. BA plus AD, right? What is BA? Here AB is A, other side minus A. AD is B, right? Yeah, but this is the vector BD. Now next, my idea to find the vector BC. I take this triangle. In triangle BCT, what is BC? What is vector BC equal? Vector BC equal BD plus DC. BD plus DC. Okay, BC equal BD plus DC. So you know BD minus vector A plus vector B. What is DC? Two-way, right? Two-way. Therefore, what is the vector BC? Minus A plus 2A, 1A plus 1B. This is the vector BC, right? So this is the vector BC. Now we find the B, a small part B. So clearly given, but BE equal 1/4 vector BC. But vector BE equal 1/4 vector BC. So what is that? 1/4. So we found already BC is A plus B. So BE equal 1/4 A plus B. Now come to this question first part. Now take this triangle. Take this triangle, ABE triangle. So in triangle ABE, in triangle ABE, the AE vector. So what is AE vector? AE vector equal AB plus B. So AB is vector A. You know the vector BE, 1/4 A plus B. So what is 1A quarter A, 1A quarter A, that is 5, can take the 1 off out, take the 1 off out, and here 4A plus A plus B. So it is the answer given, 5A, therefore 5/4 vector A plus 1/4 vector B. It's a nice part. But you can see many past exams or similar in the future also. The essay problem, we have something like this. Here we use all triangle addition for proper triangles and complete this part. So next part, last part here, find the ratio BF is to FD. Such a problem, second the last part, they ask such a find the lambda, mu, like that, find the ratio. How to answer that part, second part. The question, find the BF and FD, BF and FD ratio. You know vector BB here, you know vector A, everything known part. So see the method I take. So that idea before that, try to take one triangle, such a question. You try to take a triangle completing all the three sides as a known part. So my idea, I take this triangle ABF, AB is known. I try to find the BF also in some unknown term. find the AF also unknown term. Then this triangle, all the three sides are known. Then I can use the triangle addition. Hence, we can go to the answer. So here, I take let AF equal, take some part AF equal, this small AF equal lambda times of like that. AF vector equal lambda times of A. Okay, I take this AF vector is lambda times of vector A, because you know the A part, right? And also say this one, BF vector, this BF vector is BD, say mu, lambda, the other one is mu of BD. Okay, you know the BD also, you know the BD part also, right? So the idea, therefore, we need an equation in terms of lambda and mu, hence we can solve it. Therefore, now I come to this triangle ABF. In triangle ABF, add all the three sides equal to other side, triangle addition. AB vector plus BF vector, AB vector plus BF vector equal to AF. Equal to AF. So what is AB? That is A, right? That is A. What is BF? I said mu times BD. So mu times, what is BD? BD here, minus A plus B. Minus A plus B equal. A, what is A? I say lambda times A. Lambda times, what is A vector? A is the first part, 5/4. Then I take the 4 out. Take the 4 out. Then 5A vector plus B. This is very useful, very important equation. In such a problem, they ask a ratio types. So it's we call vector equation here, vector equation. To find this lambda and mu value, there's a basic idea of vectors. If two vectors are equal, they are parallel. Their magnitudes are equal. They are along a same sense. The three properties of equating vectors, they should be equal, they are parallel, they are same sense. But here you see, A and B are not parallel. A and B are not parallel. See the diagram, A here, B there. Okay, so they are not parallel. Therefore, these two vectors cannot be equal. Vector A and vector B, or vector A, some in terms of B cannot be equal or cannot be parallel here. Therefore, only possibility is if both come 0. The A component becomes 0, B component becomes 0. Only possibility is if they are become equal. So that idea, that theory part we use here. So their sentence will give here. Right below this word, write this. The scheme you will show that word. Where vectors A and B are, two non-parallel, non-zero vectors. Two non-parallel, non-zero vectors. Where vector A and B are two non-parallel, non-zero vectors. Therefore, equate the coefficients. So now we equate both sides. Coefficient mean what? Vector A's coefficients are what? Both sides, LHS, RHS, both same. But the other vector coefficient. So vector A coefficient. Vector A coefficient, what is left hand side? Here 1. Minus mu, right? Minus mu equal, or here multiple 5 lambda over 4. 5 lambda over 4. This is our first equation. Next, vector b coefficient. Take the vector b coefficient here, plus mu equal that side, that how many b's are there? 1/4 lambda by 4. Or if I multiple 4 mu equal lambda, 4 mu equal to lambda. So here they ask the ratio between the BF is to FD. So I mentioned there is mu. So find the mu. We find the mu only enough. Find the mu only enough. BF is to that. Not need the lambda value. Try to find the mu value. If you have the other ratio, you can find the lambda also. So what to find the mu value? So connect the 1, 2. Connect the 1, 2. 1 minus mu equal 5 times lambda is 4 mu. Okay, so 4 cancel, rearrange 1 equal 6 mu, therefore mu equal 1/6. Mu equal 1/6. By solving this pair of similar equation, calculate the not need lambda value. If they ask another part lambda, you can find that. So what the ratio? Therefore BF equal to what? Mu is 1/6 BD. BF equal 1/6 BD. The ratio BF is to FD is what? So if that is BF over BD. BF over 1/6. BF over BD is 1/6. What do you mean therefore? BF over BD, complete BD, here BF. This is 1, here 5. Totally 6 no? Here 1 means here 5. Therefore the answer, second part answer, BF is to FD or DF 1:5. 1:5. This is the problem. Complete the essay type. Many you can see recent papers or school term papers, provincial papers. These type of problems available. So I hope you understand clearly. This is my third video. Those newcomers, please subscribe by press the bell sign. Then you will reach automatically my this kind of fully attractive revision type questions.